Hi there and welcome to another Parker Adams Boat Sales video walkthrough tour. I'm Andrew Adams and I'm here in Gosport Marina today, and it's an early morning, the sun is just about up, and I'm here with a Fairline Targa 37. Now we've just sold a Targa 37 and we got contacted by an owner who'd saw our adverts, saw our walkthrough tour and asked us to get involved in selling his one as well. Now this is a really nice example. It's a 1998 boat, but one of the things that makes this boat quite unique is because it has a light wood interior. Now the light wood interior, as you can see here, makes the inside of the boat feel much lighter and brighter. And in fact I think Fairline were really ahead of their time when they had this light wood, which as you can see carries on through the rear cabin and also into the front cabin, because actually it was only in about 2009, 2010 that Fairline then revisited the light wood, and then all the other manufacturers followed, so moving away from the cherry. So this is a really lovely boat. I'm really excited to bring you this boat, and I will crack on with the video walkthrough tour now. So let's start off this video in the cockpit area. The Targa 37 is in many ways the spiritual big brother to the Targa 34. Now the Targa 34 has been one of the most popular boats that we've sold. I think we've sold 7 or 8 of them now. We've just sold 2 Targa 37s. So this is the we've sold 1 Targa 37. This is the second Targa 37 that we've listed. We sold that literally just last week, and the owner saw our walkthrough tour and asked us to get involved with the sale of this one. So what can I tell you about the Targa 37? I think they're brilliant boats. This one is a 1998 boat, and it is presented in really nice condition. It's been upgraded by the owners over the years in really nice ways. So it's got things like new covers. Now the covers were fitted just last year in August 2022, and the boat has a really lovely feel to it. Let's start off outside, and if I step out I'll show you just the transom. This boat originally started off as the Targa 36, and they became the Targa 37 by extending this bathing platform. So the Targa 36 had a cut-off just there where this haunch comes round, and then the 37 took over, which gave it just that little bit more space. I can show you my age now, because actually I did my GCSE Business Studies project on the Fairline Targa 36. It gives you an idea of how old I am and how much I've always loved the Fairline boats. So let's look at it from the side. It's such a pretty boat. The Targa 37 has got the lines of the 34, but just has that extra bit of length to carry it off, and I think they are really stylish boats. This boat's fitted with these snap davits, so you have a tender that's attached onto the Weaver snap davits at the back, so that can just be easily launched. And very typical Fairline, good high guardrails all the way around. The similar style window to the 34, but just that bit more length I think carries off the shape even better. Sunpad cushions on this boat, it's had them in the past, it doesn't have them at the moment, but you can see the hooks there at the front, so they could be refitted. And then you've got the electric anchor windlass with 2 buttons at the front, which can be operated both on the bow and also at the rear, the bow and also at the cockpit space. Not sure why I said the rear then. As we walk back down the boat, you can see the side deck access all the way down, easy access to the diesel fillers. You've got 2 diesel tanks, 1 on each side on the boat. And this boat really does have a great amount of space. It feels much more like a 40-footer than a 37-footer. Part of these walkthrough tours, I think it's important to point out some of the things that a new owner might wish to do to this boat, as much as how much the boat has been improved and upgraded and how much we like them. And so there's a couple of points on this boat that I'll point out as I go through. The first one I'll mention as we come through is the teak. So the teak, when you first step on board, looks to be in good condition, but you can see when you look a little bit closer, there's a few little screws holding down the teak and it's lifting slightly. So it's the sort of thing that we would recommend that a new owner would probably replace this teak here with a synthetic teak. It's something that would really freshen up this boat, and it's something that I noticed when I came on board. However, the cockpit upholstery is beautiful. I can't believe that this upholstery is actually 2011. It was replaced in 2011, but when I got on board the boat I thought it had been done recently. It's got a really nice feel to it, it's in lovely condition, there's no obvious marks, tears, rips or anything like that, and it really goes nicely with the teak and presents very well. You can see these covers have got lovely clear windows. I think it makes such a difference when you get new covers on a boat. It makes the boat feel so much newer and so much fresher, and these were done just last August. So as we step up, I'll swing around and show you the rest of the storage areas. So the storage areas under the whole of the back seat there, storage under this seat here, which has also got storage for the table. So the table is in there together with an infill cushion, because this makes this area here into a sun pad, and then your gas bottle is just there, so easy access to the gas bottle to replace or turn on and off. You have another storage locker under here. Just inside there, the owner keeps a grab bag, and you can also see the vent for the heating, because of course this boat does have a heating system installed on it. The helm position on the Targa 37 is very typical Fairline. You've got this really nice dark blue GRP throughout, all the dials nicely located next to each other. The Garmin plotter was updated, it's not a factory one, but it's quite a small plotter by modern standards, so you could consider putting a larger Raymarine Axiom or something like that into its place. Original generation of the EDC controls. And something about the EDC controls on this boat that's quite rare is the fact that it does have EDCs. So this boat is powered by the largest engine option that came onto the Targa 37, which is the CAD 44s. Now the CAD 44s generate 260 horsepower, powered by a supercharger and a turbocharger, but they're part of that really strong, robust lineup of the Volvo Penta CAD series engines. The EDC controls, of course, just give you this really nice, effortless movement on the throttle for manoeuvring. Underneath here you have a little cubby hole, so on here you can put a few bits and bobs. So typically people tend to keep sort of portable VHFs and things like that in there, but it's a really good space, and you've also got an under helm seat locker just down into there. There's also another locker under this seat, which is packed full of engine spares and a hose, and then there's a window there which I'll show you where that is downstairs. Now, the first thing that you'll note when you go downstairs is the fact this boat is fitted with the light wood interior. Now, Fairline really was ahead of its time when they created this boat, because Fairline went back to the light wood interior around about 2009. So actually, 11 years earlier, they were thinking about putting light wood into it. And I think it makes a huge difference. I like the dark cherry wood, but I think this makes the boat feel bigger and actually feel a lot more modern than its age suggests. The galley area is 2-burner gas hob here, oven underneath here, and then I've got these files out just to show you, again, this is one of these boats that has what I love to see. You open it up and the owner has kept all of his maintenance records. So all the things that have been spent on the boat, all the in this current ownership since March 18, all the bits that he's put on the boat, the engine works, everything that it's had is all detailed here, and I really like that. It shows just a great attention to detail for a boat. Storage across the top, heating control, distribution panel, and I mentioned about pointing out some of the things that I would do to the boat. The linings of the side linings have started to drop a little bit. You can see they're just folded down here, so I would personally be looking at cutting that out and just replacing that. It's the same on the other side. The ceiling linings are in really good condition, and the actual upholstery is immaculate. The upholstery is a leather upholstery, and it's presented really, really well. There's more storage, which is located underneath the step, and this huge sort of lazarette style locker which is inside here, and that there has got all of the cleaning products, everything, engine spares, toolkits, so it's really nice to have a good storage space in here. As we make our way forward, the big difference between the Targa 34 and the 37 is this cabin here. Now you can see the light wood extends all the way through this cabin, but you have a central bed. And in fact, I think this boat feels much more like a 40-footer than a 37-footer. And you've got storage all the way round, but the central bed is a game changer, because on the Targa 34, of course, you've got an offset bed, which means you slightly have to climb over your partner to get out, whereas this bed, it being central island bed, you can get in and out from both sides. The heads is also a Jack and Jill heads on the Targa 37, and this is all in lovely condition, and you've got a full wraparound shower. When I say Jack and Jill, what I mean by that is you've got access from this side as well. So you can get in from there as well. Into the back cabin. The back cabin is two twin beds in here, and you've got a little seating area here, which again is made out of that leather. The owner's upgraded and put a television here with a DVD player as well. You've got a porthole at one end, another porthole here, and more light and air coming through from this window that I showed you in the cockpit space earlier. And this cabin does have its own little sink as well. All presented very nicely in here, and it's a lovely cosy place where children, I think, would love to spend the night in there. Another look around the boat. So let's head back up into the cockpit space. So I think the Targa 37 really is an absolute classic from Fairline. It's beautifully built, it has fantastic build quality. This is a 1998 boat. One of the things that's nice is it's been upgraded throughout all the years, so there's lots of new bits that have been added to this boat, and it is presented very, very well. What you get is a really, really spacious, circa 40-foot sports cruiser for very, very sensible money. So we hope you've enjoyed this boat and this walkthrough tour. It's lovely to bring you these classic Fairlines. I think they're beautiful boats, they're so well put together, and it's a joy to sell them. So thank you as always for watching the channel. If you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe, and I look forward to bringing you the next video very, very soon. Thank you as always.